Y'all ready?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, we are back out in Palo Duro Canyon. We are on a really remote portion of it. We're gonna go check out a few slot canyons. A couple of them probably haven't seen a lot of people over time, so it's gonna be really neat. Not sure what we can get into, how deep they are. This is the fun of it, so it should be a good time.
Yeah, so the slot's right there. You can see where that rock ledge
that
cuts in?
Yeah.
That's where we're going.
We're standing on the northwest, northern portion of Wesley Point. We're heading down that way. It'll be a dramatic drop. Great view of
So that's where our target
South
is right
Cita.
there. That's where we're headed to. Okay, let's stop right here.
Is that giant tower out there?
No, giant tower would be over here. Well,
I got a lot of visibility, man. You can see miles down that way. That's the area that's known to be the Mackenzie battlefield over there. Indian Point being the next mesa over. This is cool.
okay. Time to get to you.
This is the beginning of one of the slots. There's two main areas that we're wanting to see here on Wesley Point. This is the beginning of the first one. This one does not look as deep, the intel that we have, but the last one that we're looking at up here looks pretty deep.
This is the right creek, though.
This is the northernmost one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so not the real deep one.
No. This is the longest one.
I really don't know what to expect. That's what you see. Satellite pictures can be deceiving. You just don't know until you actually come down here and look. This is interesting. Not much to this part. It's got to go further because that drop off would be so much higher, you'd think. Look at this wall with no names carved on it. It would be cool to come across some old Indian writings or hieroglyphics of sorts out here from some of the early Spanish explorers and some of the Native American tribes that used to call this place home before they were ran off. Following this dry creek bed for what feels like an eternity. About a quarter to half mile. Starting to get a little more sandstone now. I'm really hoping some kind of a slot before the drop off here. All right, we got a smaller one. Let's see, I can see the edge of the cliff over there. We're about 50 yards ahead, so I might get something here. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, this is nice. Not overly deep, but man, it is smooth. Let me jump over to that side. Looks like it's about 4 to 6 feet deep. Nice curves, very smooth. It's a nice little mini slot. It's got striations there on the edge that could look a lot like a zebra slot in Utah. That's really pretty. And of course your typical drop off. 50, 70 feet down. That's pretty cool right there. I like those striations. And so not by far the deepest out here, but it is one of the smoothest I've seen. Pretty cool. Yeah, that was cool. It's a good slot.
Wow. And sheer rock.
Yeah, it's quite the drop off.
Got a rope. Got a rope. I got a rope.
We probably want to see that other one that's south of here. It's deeper.
Yeah.
This one really didn't look real deep, but it turned out to be very impressive. The end down here is really cool. I like it. It's definitely a neat one.
Yeah, it is neat. Get my shadow out of there.
Oh yeah.
Wow, the views are so amazing out here.
Yeah, they are. Hey, there's the falls again. I can
Yeah.
probably see it from that rock.
Oh, well, that's good. Then we know where we can.
Yeah.
We're somewhere where
Oh yeah, I mean that's a good view.
that was amazing.
There's Fifth Falls right there.
Yeah, you can see Fifth Falls. We came up, we went down this little thing,
Yeah.
trying to get down to Fifth Falls.
There's a
Oh.
1,400 calories.
We went
20,000 steps.
down along the creek up there. We hit slots all over through that area.
Yeah.
Over 5 miles. It'd be 6 by the time we get back to the vehicle, but I've climbed a lot of these mesas before, but this one hurt. Glad it's over, but man, those were some cool slots.
Man, that was the best.
All right, so coming into the hike, did about 6 miles. We targeted some slot canyons north of Wesley Point, and we found them. One, call it Wesley Slot, has a lot of striations like zebra in Utah. Just a small area, but it's really cool. And then the main event is one that we're calling Slenderman Slot. 50, 60 feet deep, dark. Hope the footage comes out. Real smooth, real beautiful. One of the best slots I have seen in Texas. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, beautiful day hiking out here in Palo Duro.